Well, it's great to see Topper sports season kicking off again. I'm Troy Hughes. I'm the fire chief here in Los Alamos. And we're glad to see COVID kind of waning and people getting back to their normal activities. One of the things that hurt us during this time period was our lack of people. So we need recruits. We need cadets to come to work for Los Alamos Fire Department. It's a great career, very rewarding, good pay, good benefits, great retirement. You get to work out and maintain your Topper strength. So we're hoping that a few good people will come to work for us in the next year, and we hope that the Toppers win. So go Toppers.
Hello, I'm Deputy Chief Oliver Morris of the Los Alamos Police Department, and I just want to take a few moments of your time to talk about some safety initiatives that we want to bring forth to the community as the 2022-2023 school year starts in Los Alamos. School is right around the corner, and we want to remind parents and students to make sure that you leave enough time to get to school on time so we're not rushing. As you can see behind me, all school zones are 15 miles an hour when students are going to school, even if they're not present. So let's slow down and just make sure our students are safe. Secondly, I want to remind us that when the buses are stopped and their stop signs and lights are activated, we want traffic to stop in both directions to allow time for students to cross the street to keep them safe. The other thing I want to talk about is our school campuses. It's important to remember that during school, campuses are closed to the general public as well as the playgrounds and facilities while school is in session. This also includes Sullivan Field and the Sullivan Field parking lot. We want to make sure that school is meant for just school hours and school staff. Please check in with the staff regularly if you're going to be planning on visiting our campuses. We have a long history at Los Alamos to have amazing school resource officers. These officers are there to provide an atmosphere of safety and security for our students and faculty, but they're also there to foster positive relationships with students. So we use our school resource officers just to ensure that everything is safe in our schools. The other thing I'd like to direct our community to is on the losalamos.schools.net website. If you click on the safety and wellness section, you will see that there's the See Something, Say Something app. This app is a great tool to report anything that has to do with safety, whether it's bullying or whether it's a suspicious person on campus or anything you think is safety related for our schools. Please use this app to report any suspicious behavior so that we can work in concert with the Los Alamos Public Schools to make sure everyone is safe. And that's the final message that I have for you today, and I just want to make sure that we have a safe and fun school year, and go Toppers.
Hi, I'm Curtis Christensen, Managing Director of the Los Alamos Program Management Office here at TechSource. TechSource is honored to have the opportunity to support Hilltoppers basketball. We are part of the lab's triad team working towards mission delivery, and we are part of the community right here, living the example that it is team that gets it done. To borrow some of the famous Coach Wooden's words, the main ingredient to winning is team. All the team. The players that listen, push, and focus during practice, the support from the bench, and those 5 on the court. Los Alamos is a special community. We count ourselves lucky to be able to have the opportunity to support its people, events, and organizations. Good luck today. Go Toppers.
Join the University of New Mexico Los Alamos for the exceptional education. Join us for the small class sizes. Join us for the quality faculty and staff who are dedicated to your success. Whatever your reason for joining us, start here, go anywhere. Go Hilltoppers.
Hi there, my name is Kristen O'Hara and I'm the Director of Interpretation at Pajarito Environmental Education Center. We are the nonprofit that runs the Los Alamos Nature Center. Bears are active in Los Alamos during spring, summer, and fall. New Mexico Game and Fish recommend the following 6 bear-wise basics to keep you and our bears safe. Do not feed or approach bears. Whether it's unintentional or intentional, feeding black bear in our community is incentivizing them to come into our residential neighborhoods for food. And we do not want to do that. They are wild animals. They're equipped for finding food themselves. Our people food is not the best thing for them. As far as approaching bears in the wild, it is best to stay away from black bear. If a black bear hasn't seen you and you happen to see one across the street from you, take a moment to have that beautiful experience, but do not approach a black bear. Make sure to secure your garbage cans and recycling. Bears have a very keen sense of smell and can rip open garbage cans very easily, so having them secured with some sort of bungee cord or something to keep the lids down is the best way to keep our bears in our community safe. Remove bird feeders during prime active bear times. Black bears in Los Alamos are active anywhere between the very end of April, May to the middle of November. So during those times, anything we can do to keep our bears safe by not giving them food is better for bears and better for us. So at night, for instance, at the Nature Center, we take down the bird feeders that we have outside and put them back up in the morning. So that is something you can do. But if you do have a bear at your house that has eaten from your feeders, make sure to take your feeders down for a length of time around 2 weeks, so the bear does not acclimatize to coming to your house for food. Do not leave your pet food outside. If you happen to feed your animals outdoors, put your food bowls out there, make sure your animals have your fill, but make sure you bring them in after your animal is done eating. That'll, again, keep the bears safe. Clean and store your grills. That means cleaning your grills thoroughly, removing all fat and food that could have dropped in the base of the grill, and then storing it in an inaccessible place, so a place the bears cannot get to, like a garage or even inside your house, if that's a possibility. I know not everybody has a garage, but just keeping in mind a good place to store a grill that is away from that can be away from bears accessing it. And I guess our last bear safety tip is to tell your neighbors, communicate with your neighbors and your friends about bears that have been spotted in the area, or these safety tips that you've learned here today. The more knowledge we can give to our neighbors and our friends, the better, and it will keep our bear neighbors and our human neighbors as safe as possible. Good luck, toppers, on your season.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Griffith Gymnasium. This is Gene Martinson with my good buddy Mike Mays, and we are here to bring you the final game of the regular season for Los Alamos High School basketball as the Hilltopper girls attempt to walk away with the district championship with a perfect record of 8-0 right now, 7-0 coming into this. So they are the district leader. They've already won the district. They're going to the state tournament. So this will be an interesting game. We had an interesting game down in Pojoaque, and so both of these teams really don't have anything to play for except that the Pojoaque coming into the ball game right now is they're sitting at 2-5 in district. So anyway, Mike just finally boiling down to it is like, okay, it's the final game of the season. The incentive for the girls is to go 8-0, and the incentive for Pojoaque is to beat Los Alamos.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't take that second part of that very lightly, because the Elcats love nothing better than knock off the Hilltoppers, and to ruin a perfect district season. Boy, that would be the icing on the cake for them. So they're going to be plenty fired up for this game. See how the Toppers do. Gene, Toppers 7-0 right now, but I got to say they're not coming in here on the greatest of notes. Had a kind of a lackluster game the other night against Espanola Valley, and then the other night going up to Taos, and they barely squeaked by Taos, and Taos is struggling this year. That was a very surprising final, just a 5-point spread between the two teams. That's certainly not what I was expecting. I didn't think the Toppers would have much trouble with the Tigers. So let's see if the Toppers try to right the ship here in this last regular season game. But that was really a surprising final score up there in Taos.
Well, they had beat Taos here in Los Alamos 62-44, and they were going to go up to Taos. I thought they'd walk away with that one, and then we didn't bother to go up and cover that one. But anyway, check the score the next day, 37-32. So the two things about it were, first of all, we only won by a 5-point differential. The other thing is we only scored 37 points. I mean, it's in both cases. And like you say, we didn't look that good against Espanola either. Well, we're ready for the national anthem, everybody. Well, Mike, I have a full band tonight. That's the first time we've heard the band play the national anthem, and it's really nice to see the band here. And boy, they take up every single chair of that particular section. And so right now, Maury Pongratz, the PA voice of Los Alamos, is getting ready to introduce the starting lineups for both of these teams. And so this should be an interesting ball game. And the Hilltoppers started off the game in Pojoaque. It looked like they were just going to, in the first 2 or 3 minutes, I mean, it just looked like they were going to just, I mean, they came on so strong. I thought we were going to have a mercy rule starting in the second half. But as it turned out, the Hilltoppers, Pojoaque called a timeout. And they also switched their, and their coach, John Salazar, and he adjusted his lineup. He brought in a different lineup, and that different lineup made a difference. And then they kind of hung in there for a while, and then finally Los Alamos was finally able to pull away and win the ball game handily. And Mike, I think he has the starting lineup for us.
Sure do, Gene. For the Pojoaque Valley Elkets tonight, they come in. They're 9-16 on the season. They're coached by John Salazar. They're going to start a 5'3" junior, Marisa Martinez, a 5'8" senior, Amaya Gonzalez, a 5'1" junior, Kaylee Martinez, a 5'6" sophomore, Lauren Salazar, and a 5'7" junior, Maricela Bowie. For the toppers, they'll go with their regular starting five, a 5'4" sophomore, Sophia Trujillo, 5'5" junior, Abby Martinez, 5'8" sophomore, Gigi Romero, 5'4" senior, Carly Holland, and the 5'10" senior, big girl inside, Tara McDonald.
And Tara controls the tip and brings it right back to Sophia Trujillo. So here we go, just underway. And so they're going to bring it over now to Carly Holland. Holland's bring it all the way back. So they're going all the way from the top of the key as the skip pass across to Carly Holland, inside to Gigi Romero. Romero goes up with a left-handed shot. That battle for the rebound between Tara McDonald and Maricela Bowie, and they both were kind of playing volleyball with it, and then finally it goes off of Maricela out of bounds. Hilltoppers inbound to Gigi Romero, and boy, she was locked and loaded. She was just to the left of the key. They just passed it straight to her. The second that she caught it, she shot it, and then she didn't hit anything but the backboard. So it's a interesting start here for Los Alamos. Maricela Boy, nice move to the basket. Wow. Boy, a 5'7" junior, Mike Boy, she took it to the hole.
Wow, power move with the left hand. Come from the top of the key. Nice move there by Bowie. And she was not to be denied on that first move to the basket.
No, not at all. She just took off, and that was the end of it. Tara McDonald gets it over to Abby Martinez. Martinez trying to go down the left side, cut off nicely that time by Lauren Salazar. Good defensive job. So Hilltoppers with a pick and roll, and the pass is picked up by Amaya Gonzalez for the Elkets. So we're just underway. 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pojoaque up by 2. They get it to Bowie once again. This time she comes down the baseline, dishes it off, shot up. That is missed by Pojoaque. Rebound comes down to Carly Holland. Holland coming down the floor in a hurry. Dribbles all the way to the right wing and then decides to come out on top. Backs into the half-court circle, and she's on the dribble once again. A 1-2-2 zone being put up by the Elkets at this point. So Carly Holland, Sophia Trujillo puts up the 3. That's good.
Nice shot there by Trujillo, and then the Elkets quickly down the floor. Have a wide open layup. They miss it. Carly Holland coming back the other way, and she is going to draw a blocking foul on the other end. So quick trips down the court by both teams. Lauren Salazar going to pick that up. And that is her first foul. First foul of the ball game, actually, for either side. That is going to send Carly Holland to the foul line to shoot 2. Toppers up 3-2 here early in the first quarter. And Holland is at the line. Her first shot is up, rolls around, and then gets the shooter's roll. Second shot coming up for Holland, the senior. And that is up, and that one is short. But Holland's going to get the rebound off there and give it back to Trujillo. Topper's going to reset.
So Sophia Trujillo with it's going to bring it down into the corner to Tara McDonald. They'll bring it across, almost picked off. Carly Holland gets it now to Sophia Trujillo. Down to Tara in the corner, pass inside, picked off again. So that's the second pass for the Hilltoppers that the Pojoaque Elkets have picked off. and they trail 4-2 here to Los Alamos. Nice move to the basket, and trying to challenge that time. Actually, he was trying to challenge Sophia Trujillo, and that was Marissa Martinez. Sophia with a nice block. Ball goes out of bounds off the Hilltoppers. They bring it over. 3-point shot on the way. This is good. Up and in by Lauren Salazar, the 5'6" sophomore. And now it's a 5-4 ball game. Pojoaque, the Hilltoppers down by 1 against the Pojoaque Elkets. And so now they signal Carly Holland to go down into the corner in the left corner, and he puts up a 3-point shot, and that's good. So Carly had set up over on the left wing, and then she got the motion from Sophia to go out into the corner, which she did. And then from that corner, she popped a 3, passed inside, trying to get it to Gigi Romero. It was picked off by Marisela Bowie. Bowie is just going to head. They're all just going to head down the floor and set things up. Comes over now to Lauren Salazar, who has a 3-pointer so far in this ball game. Pass inside, almost picked up by Carly Holland, and it's stolen back for Pojoaque. Time by Amaya Gonzalez. The putback is off, and Hilltoppers with the rebound. They get it now to Carly Holland. She'll bring it up across the timeline with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Hilltoppers leading by 2, 7-5 over the Elkets.
Sloppy start for both teams here.
Yes, it is. They get the ball inside to Gigi Romero, and she had set up on the baseline just to the right of the free throw lane, and she got the pass, and then a nice little turnaround jumper by Gigi, and a 5'8" sophomore puts it in by 2 for 2. And then Pojoaque working against the Hilltopper press, loses it out of bounds. Hilltoppers inbounded in the front court. Gigi Romero, I thought, was going to put up the 3, but Caitlin Velarde it was. They got the ball to Caitlin, and she came right down the baseline on the right side, and then lays it in for 2. 11-5 ball game right now. Starting to go with the 3 once again and they finally decide to come over to Maya Gonzalez at this point. A great little give and go on that one, and it looked really good as they got it to Maya Gonzalez. But boy, right there was Michelle Macias, and Michelle just whacked it, and that's all there is to it. So great defense by Michelle Macias. Shot by Gigi Romero. Marisela Bowie on the way. She's going to take it to the hole again. Boy, when she decides to go to the hole, she decides to go to the hole.
Well, she's not getting any style points for that dribble drive. That was all over the place, but you could tell Bowie had no intention of stopping, and she went right to the hole. She just plowed through whatever was in front of her.
So nice pass underneath, goes to Gigi Romero. Her shot is off, ball's on the floor. The loose ball picked up by Lauren Salazar. Salazar still in the backcourt, being Caitlin Velarde on her. She's still in the backcourt. Loses the handle in the backcourt. Finally gets across the timeline. Lauren's going to come right down Broadway. Gets it over to Marisela Bowie. Her pass out to the top is easily picked off by Carly Holland. Holland goes up, misses an easy layup, but she's fouled from behind. So Carly will go to the free throw line once again. She was there a little bit ago momentarily and missed both free throws, which is unusual for Carly. And that is the second team foul. As a personal foul went to Marissa Martinez. And Carly's first shot, this is good. So nothing but net on that one. She's going to try one more.
Number 3, Caitlin Salazar.
And so we're going to have a timeout here, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout, and that will be taken by Pojoaque. So Pojoaque takes the 30. Interesting situation here, Mike. I was talking to Ann Stewart before the ball game, and last night when we were in Pojoaque, of course, we were informed by Casey from Cadice that there's going to be a district tournament. That was the first we'd ever heard of that. But anyway, I don't know whose fault that's supposed to be. But anyway, I was talking to Ann Stewart about it. And she said, yeah, there is a district tournament next week. And if tonight Pojoaque is playing Moriarty, that's a makeup game from earlier on. If Pojoaque wins that ball game, then we will be in a three-way tie for second, and the Hilltoppers will end up in fourth place, which will give them a game here on Monday night against Moriarty.
Unbelievable. And as Holland's second shot is good. We were talking about the boys on Tuesday night with a potential regular season title.
Yes, we were.
As Kaylee Salazar, our favorite dribbler in the district, checks into the ball game for the Elcats.
Oh, yeah. Here
she
comes
is fun
Kaylee.
to watch.
Yeah, she is. She's got quite the personality too. I mean, if she gets in a little collision or a bump or anything, she runs over and she kind of half hugs the girl, and they talk and she laughs. And so Lauren Salazar goes to the line and goes down, and she's going to be fouled, and this one's going to go to Catherine Trujillo. And Catherine's going to pick up her first personal. That's the first team foul on Los Alamos. And at the free throw line, Lauren Salazar, she has a three-pointer in the ball game. Now she adds a free throw, and then she's going to try one more. And this one bounces around and comes off, and the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Catherine Trujillo. And Catherine can't believe it.
Boy, too. Trujillo and one of the Elcats had a shot at both of them, and I think they just kind of assumed the other one was going to get it, and they really, neither one of them made much of a move to grab it.
No, they didn't. So Kaylee Salazar now on the dribble, going to hand it over to Lauren Salazar. Salazar out on top. She's going to bring it out on top to Monica Arrieta. Arrieta back to Kaylee. Kaylee down the baseline, puts a shot up. It's off. Rebound comes down to Caitlin Velarde for Los Alamos. Caitlin coming down in a hurry, and I thought she stopped, and now they blow the whistle, and so we're going to have a blocking foul. It's going to go to Kaylee Salazar. That'll be her first. That's the third team foul on Pojoaque. 13-8 ball game with 1:18 to go here in the first period. And Abby Martinez will inbound it for Los Alamos, brings it into the backcourt to Caitlin Velarde, back to Abby. Abby out on top to Caitlin. They get it inside to Michelle Macias. Macias gets double teamed, tries to throw it out to Abby, almost throws it into the bleachers, but Abby's able to retrieve it. The ball on the floor again, finally picked up by Gigi Romero. Skip pass from the left side all the way to the right side, and then the skip pass right back to Gigi Romero. Another skip pass, and finally we have a three-point shot, which is off. Battle for the ball, and I mean a battle on the floor. We're going to have a held ball, and that'll go to Pojoaque.
Wow, that was... I hope that doesn't end up in the basketball offensive textbook, Gene. That was a bizarre series there. Bunch of skip passes, two passes that should have been picked off, a wild shot, and then a held ball. Not the possession I think Los Alamos wanted.
Lauren Salazar. Caitlin Velarde got away with whacking her, but she finally is going to get it. They get it down to Lauren. Lauren trying to go down the baseline on the left side as the ball knocked out of bounds by Caitlin Velarde. So it'll be inbounded by Lauren Salazar under the Pojoaque basket left side, and comes in now to Kaylee Salazar. Pass inside, knocked away by Tara McDonald. Comes right back to Kaylee. Kaylee trying to grab the ball. We're going to have a personal foul called, and I think that's going to go against that one will go against Gigi Romero. I didn't even see Gigi getting involved in that thing.
I didn't see much of any contact on anybody. It looked like a pretty good block by McDonald on Salazar, and I didn't see Gigi. I'm with you. I didn't see her involved in the play really at all. But Salazar at the line misses the first one, and up, and second one off as well. Michelle Macias with a rebound.
So Abby Martinez says Kaylee Salazar ties her up and then steals the ball away from her. So she tied her up, and Kaylee takes it all the way to the hole and scores. And that's at the buzzer. She puts it in right smack at the buzzer, but she got it on the top. She went for the ball right in the half court circle. Both girls went down, but then Kaylee was able to stand up and pull the ball away and take off and go down, put it in at the buzzer. And so after 1 quarter of play, right now it's a 13-10 ball game. Hilltoppers up by 3 over the Elkettes.
Wow, and like we were just saying, Kaylee Sells are a lot of fun to watch. You talk about she wanted that last ball. She just wanted it more than the Toppers did. She was all over it. She knocked it away slightly, went to the ground, somehow got up, kept her dribble, and then went and scored at the buzzer. That was stick-to-itiveness. But in any event, the Toppers still up by 3 here, but not the prettiest quarter I think we've seen Los Alamos play this season. We'll see if they can get back in the groove. Nice 3-pointer by Carly Holland. Holland had a nice first quarter, but Toppers turned the ball over 4 times in that quarter, 5 times in that quarter, and just missed on a couple more.
Yes, they did. And Abby Martinez trying to take it down to the hole, puts up a left-handed shot that's short. Kaylee Salazar quickly down the floor, gets it to Lauren Salazar. Her shot is off. Rebound comes down to Maricela Bowie. Her putback is off. Rebound comes out to Gigi Romero. She bounces away up the floor to Abby Martinez. Abby from the right corner puts up a 3-point shot. That's an air ball. Whoa. And quickly across the timeline comes Monica Arrieta for Pojoaque. She's on the dribble now, hands it to Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee's going to take it all the way, puts it up too hard off the glass, but she's fouled. So Kaylee back to the free throw line, and that personal foul is going to go to Catherine Trujillo. No, they're going to give that to Carly. Carly Holland picks up the personal, and that is now the 3rd team foul on Los Alamos. And Kaylee Salazar at the free throw line. She was there in the first quarter. She scored that final that layup buzzer, but missed the first 2 free throws. But she drops this one in, so she'll shoot one more. Has 3 points, and it's right now it's a 13-11 ball game. The Hilltoppers led by 3. We're just underway here in the second quarter. And Kaylee Salazar all set. This one is going to be off. Rebound down to Gigi Romero. Sophia Trujillo now will just dribble it up for Los Alamos. Taking her time, comes across the timeline, comes to Carly Holland. They'll take it down to Gigi Romero down in the left corner, cutting to the basket. Abby Martinez, great pass from Gigi. Abby misses an easy layup. Hilltoppers with the rebound. They bring it back out on top to Sophia Trujillo. So the Hilltoppers will start over. They get it to Abby Martinez, right wing. Skip pass across to Carly Holland with the 3-point shot. That's off. Tara McDonald with the rebound. Her putback is off. And the rebound is going to come down to Amaya Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it to Kaylee. What I don't understand, Mike, is that she's a spark plug, I tell you.
Yeah, she really is. I don't know why she's not in the starting lineup. Maybe she needs a couple extra minutes just to get mentally prepared. I don't know.
It's a 3-point shot by Sophia Trujillo from the left wing, and that's the second 3-pointer for Sophia. So the Hilltoppers now lead 16-11 and we're 5:40 to go here, and then taking it to the hole once again and putting the shot up and is Kaylee Salazar, and she's going to go back to the free throw line. So a personal foul went to Carly Holland. That's her second, and the 4th team foul. And so Kaylee Salazar, who's right now is 1 for 4 from the free throw line, and she's going to shoot 2 more. Kaylee makes the first. And she misses the second. So Tara McDonald with a rebound. Comes down to Sophia Trujillo over to Abby Martinez. Skip pass across to Caitlin Salazar. They bring it on top to Abby Martinez. Caitlin top of the key. And dribbling in, Abby Martinez goes in, puts up a kind of a half hard hook, which bangs off the backboard and drops in for Abby's first 2 points of the ball game. It's at 18-12. 5 minutes coming up here in the second quarter. And on the dribble, it's that Monica Arietta loses the ball. I think she dribbled it off her foot, and she immediately pointed to one of the Hilltoppers. Like, I didn't do it, she did. But at any rate, the ball's going to come over now to Sophia Trujillo. Another three-pointer on the way by Sophia. This one is short. And now the ball, they get it over to Monique Arietta. Monique gets a screen from Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee gets the ball. She starts to come down the right side of the lane, bounces it over. Once again, this time to Danielle Romero. Romero shoves it down on the baseline over to Maliana Bowie. And Hilltoppers coming up is stolen away by Kaylee Salazar. And Kaylee puts it in for two. It's at 18-14. And the Hilltoppers throw it away.
Oh, boy.
Simply throw it away.
Topper's passing has just been all over the place so far in this first half. Just not good passes. And we saw a great pass over here from Gigi to Abby Martinez, but unfortunately Martinez couldn't throw. But beyond that, I couldn't score. But beyond that, just passing had been horrible for Los Alamos in this first half.
Yeah, it really has. The pass down in the corner by Pojoaque, picked up by Michelle Macias. Baseballs it down the floor to Abby Martinez and overthrows her. So after the steal, she took off, but
Michelle, boy. And Michelle, that was a nice defensive play, and then saw Abby kind of breaking, but pass way too far over. Abby actually did it pretty good to nearly save it in, but couldn't quite do it. And Elkettes can cut this to a 2-point ball game here.
Yes, it can. So it's in the corner. Kaylee Salazar gets caught in the corner and loses the ball out of bounds. But I do have to say, though, that was quite an arm by Michelle Macias.
That was pretty good. Yeah,
throwing that pass.
You see Michelle for softball season. That was an impressive throw.
It really was. 4-point ball game. 18-14. In the corner, Caitlin Velarde puts it up. Rebound comes down to Michelle Macias. Macias putback is off. Rebound comes down to the Elkettes. And Kaylee Salazar in the backcourt will bring it up to Kaylee Martinez. And then nice move to the basket this time by Kaylee. And Martinez coming down the left side of the lane. So she's going to be fouled, and she's going to go to the free throw line, and that personal foul will go to Caitlin Velarde. That's going to be her first. That's the 5th team foul on Los Alamos. 3 team fouls have been called on Pojoaque so far, but Pojoaque is spending a lot of time at the free throw line in this ball game. First shot up, and that one is good. So Kaylee Martinez at the free throw line, and she cans the first. She can make this a 2-point ball game. 18-15. So Kaylee puts this one up, and this is going to bounce around and come off. Michelle Macias, nice rebound by Michelle. Get high in the air to rip that down. Gets it over to Sophia Trujillo. Across the timeline comes Sophia. Still with it. Now she's going to dribble just to the right of the key. Then the corner They get it to Abby Martinez, 3-point shot. That's off. Rebound comes down to Pojoaque. Quickly down the floor comes Marissa Martinez. Martinez starts to go down the left side of the lane. She's cut off by Michelle Macias. Let's see if Michelle is the one that gets the foul. And that's exactly who it is.
And that's unfortunate. That was Michelle had a good defensive position. Had her cut off completely. A little bit of contact. I think they could have let that one go.
Yeah, there wasn't that much. Marissa Martinez at the free throw line.
And I'm a little surprised they gave her a shooting foul. She didn't look like she was ready to take any kind of shot there, but
not at all.
Wow.
Misses the first, but she wasn't even close to shooting. She was almost still over in the corner. I don't know where they got the shooting foul out of that one. So absolutely no arch on that second shot. As it just kind of bangs through the net and drops down. We're going to have a personal foul, blocking foul. It's going to go to Kaylee Martinez. That'll be her first. That is the fourth team foul. He'll top of inbound it in the backcourt. They bring it into Gigi Romero. 2:20 to go. Gigi's going to just take it to the hole, puts it up too hard. Tara McDonald with the rebound. She goes back up, and she's fouled. So Tara was triple teamed on that rebound. She sees Tara standing there, and she had 3 bright green uniforms around her. But she's fouled, and that personal foul goes to Amaya Gonzalez. That's going to be Amaya's first personal. And Tara at the line. That is the 5th team foul on Pojoaque, and Tara puts in the first. So Tara, first point of the ball game for the 5'10 senior, and she will shoot one more. It's always an adventure when Tara goes to the free throw line. So this one hits the back of the iron, comes off, rebound comes down to Marissa Martinez. Martinez still in the backcourt. Abby Martinez on her. She gets around Abby, and then she'll bring it over to the right wing to Kaylee Martinez. Martinez has her shot blocked. I think that was Caitlin Velarde who did the, and then Gigi Romero just dribbles up to the top of the key and lets it fly. Rebound comes down to the Pojoaque, stolen away by Caitlin Velarde, and then stolen back by Pojoaque.
Boy, trying to get the ball into Tara McDonald. Somebody threw a fastball at her from about 4 feet away. that kind of glanced off her forehead.
So just pulling up and taking a wild shot that time, a 3-point shot that time was Kaylee Martinez. Long rebound comes down to the Elkettes. They're going to get it back now to Marissa Martinez. Martinez over to Lauren Salazar. Salazar working on Abby Martinez. She's going to bounce it off, pick it up over to Amaya Gonzalez. So they bring it in the corner to Kaylee Martinez, and stolen away by Abby Martinez, and an easy pass up the floor to a wide open Gigi Romero. So the steal and a great assist that time by Abby Martinez. She made the steal, and then she just saw Gigi taking off down the floor. Makes a nice pass to her. Makes it now 21-16. But coming just whoa. So cutting into the lane that time, Mike, was Marissa Martinez. She got bumped, and they blew the whistle. I thought they were going to call a foul. They called her for traveling.
Wow.
That's one way to make them travel.
That was kind of a forced travel, but travel nonetheless.
Yeah.
25 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And, wow, so Sophia Trujillo tucks the ball under her arm. And, boy, she had some good blocking up front. It unfortunately got tripped, but she would have had the first down easy.
Oh, yeah, easy. I mean, she's protecting that ball as she went through. They were going to rip that ball out of her hands. And I can't believe they called a foul. Gigi Romero dribbles just to the left, down the lane, just to the left, about 12 feet out, puts up a nice little jump shot. So Gigi Romero with 6 points in the ball game. and it's 23-16. The Hilltoppers up by 7. Pojoaque loses it out of bounds. We have 5.7 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And quickly up the floor come the Hilltoppers, Sophia Trujillo. She's going to fire up the 3. Whoa.
Oh, that looked pretty good when she let it go, but it goes off the back iron. So Trujillo just off on the buzzer. 23-16 here at the break. Toppers up over the Pojoaque Valley Elkets. And boy, oh boy, this is it's been quite the contest so far. Toppers come up with 10 points in that second quarter. The Elkets just coming up with 6. So Toppers have a 7-point advantage here at the break. And not the prettiest half, I think, of basketball we have seen this season, Gene, that's for sure.
Yeah, pretty sloppy game, I must say.
And actually, until that was about a minute left, I was going to point out that both teams are on the exact same pace that Los Alamos and Taos were the other night to finish. But Toppers with a late rally, and they could end up in the mid-40s.
Oh, yes, they can now, yes.
So,
but yeah, they were a 37-32 ball game. Looked like they're going to repeat that one all over again. But anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit more, Mike, about that district tournament. I was talking to anyway, if the Pojoaque beats Moari tonight, like I say, it's a 3-way tie for 4th, and then when you go through all the tiebreaker situation, I think it might be that if Pojoaque wins tonight, they might be in second, if I recall.
So, Gene, actually, I've got some news for you.
Okie doke.
The Pojoaque Valley Elks got their game started early tonight against Moriarty. The Elks coming out victorious at Ben Lunahan Gymnasium. So I was talking to Ann Stewart how everything shakes out. The Toppers end up in 4th place. After all the tiebreakers are settled, they drop down to 4th place. The Taos Tigers winning the district during the regular season. Espanola, Pojoaque, and Los Alamos each ending up with records of 4-4. But after everything shakes out, the Toppers end up losing the tiebreaker, the 3-way tiebreaker. They end up in 4th place. So, Gene, the Topper boys in the first round will take on the Moriarty Pintos at Griffith Gymnasium. That game is going to be 6 p.m. Monday evening.
Yes, and so I'm trying to remember if they had anything like who came in second or what was the tie break between Pojoaque and the Elket and the Sun Devils, and so.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not quite sure how that shook out, but Los Alamos would have had the tiebreaker over Espanola. Pojoaque has a tiebreaker over us, and then I'm not quite sure how that other situation ended up. But after all is said and done, Los Alamos ends up in 4th place. Very, very disappointing. Like I said a few days ago, we were talking about if the Toppers catch a couple of breaks, they might pull out the regular season title. But unfortunately, cannot hold on against Taos here at home. And then fall to Pojoaque last night. We broadcast the game on the Daily Post YouTube channel as well. So the Toppers end up they really needed to win both of those games. Could not find a win in either game, and now they have a very high hill to climb for the district tournament. Unfortunately, Gene, you kind of look at 4A as a whole, 4A boys basketball. Unless the Toppers win the district tournament, I just do not see an avenue for them getting into the postseason.
No, none whatsoever. They right now, yeah, it's just there's just no way that they're going to make it in. Right now, I don't have the boys' record in front of me, but anyway, it's not that good a record, like 10-17 or something.
10-16, I believe.
10-16
is their current record.
And like Mike says, if they don't win the district tournament, if they win a district tournament, they're in. But that's a big if, because first of all, we played Moriarty here just last week, and Moriarty led that entire ball game from start to finish, down until about the last minute and a half, and the Hilltoppers finally took the 2-point lead, and then they scored a 3-pointer right smack at the end of the ball game to win by 5. But I thought sure we were going to lose that game to Moriarty. They had us. I mean, they had us in every way, and plus, in addition, Moriarty, I can't believe how many easy layups they missed. I mean, if they had connected on even half of those layups, they'd have run away with us. But so Moriarty coming in here on Monday night is not going to be a gimme by any means. And then most likely, I think what happened is if the Toppers win that ball game, then they're either going to have to go to Espanola or Pojoaque, and I believe that's on Wednesday, I think. And then I believe the semifinals would be on Thursday, and then the finals, of course, will be on Saturday. And of course, the other thing too is, Mike, the Hilltopper girls have already won the district, so they're already in the championship game. So regardless of what happens here tonight, the Hilltopper girls will play next week on Saturday night at 6 o'clock, and they will take on whoever survives through the tournament. So the Hilltopper girls, once again, will probably, well, I don't know who they might face. I mean, it's like anybody in the rest of that district can win, as we robbed Moriarty twice, and then Moriarty, I think, is going to come in second. So Moriarty girls, I don't know, they just have trouble with Los Alamos, but nobody else. And then, of course, the Moriarty boys just the other day upset the Sun Devils. So that game Monday night can be anybody. That could be the end of the season for the Hilltopper boys if they don't put it together. And then, of course, that game last night was kind of ridiculous. You know, we only had 2 players score in the second half. And Nico Garcia scores in 8 points or something in the third quarter. And then and Josiah Fresca's the only scorer in the fourth quarter for Los Alamos, and he comes up with 18. He had 2 points through 3 quarters, comes up with 18 last night for a total of 20. But one day we only had 2 players score in the second half.
I have never seen that.
Never.
And you know, kind of going back through the game today, I only specifically remember one shot by Los Alamos in that fourth quarter that was not taken by Josiah, and that was a quick 3-pointer by Nico Garcia. Immediately after I said the Toppers do not need to put up any crazy 3-pointers, and then it wasn't 10 seconds later we put up a 3-pointer from 10 feet beyond the arc. So
yeah, I remember you saying the Toppers the Toppers right now are 3-point happy, and so they need to get that under control. And sooner got that into the airwaves when Nico let one fly. So
yeah, before that had been that had been processed by YouTube, that I was already rendered null and void. But in any event, both teams back out on the court. We got about 2 minutes until the start of the second half. Both teams, Pojoaque came out early and started shooting. The Toppers now kind of trickling out on the floor. I don't know why they don't all come out at once. I have not figured that out. I don't know if they're getting individual coaching or whatever. But for the Toppers, 3 girls ended up with 6 points. Sofia Trujillo had a couple of threes in that first half. Gigi Romero ended up with 6 points. And Carly Holland had 6 points all in the first quarter. She had a 3, and she had 3 free throws. 2 points each for Abby Martinez and Caitlin Velarde, and free throw for Tara McDonald. For the Elcats, Kaylee Salazar ends up with 6 points, 4 points each for Lauren Salazar and Maricela Bowie. So Toppers did not take a timeout in that first half. What a surprise! They didn't take a timeout. And the Elcats took just 130. So everybody pretty well shaped up as far as timeouts go, but just a wonky first half there, Gene. The Toppers rushed a lot of shots. Really, their passing was not very good at all. They missed a couple of open shots. Just a little bit off. The Elcats on the other end playing pretty solid defense for the most part, but have thrown the ball away a couple of times themselves. Coming off the bench so far, I think coming off the bench tonight, Michelle Macias has done an excellent job rebounding and playing defense, and she had that the other night as well against Espanola Valley. Was one of the reasons the Toppers were able to hang on. That was not a good night for the Toppers either up here against Espanola Valley, but they were able to hang on thanks in part to Michelle. Caitlin Velarde also giving the Toppers nice minutes coming off the bench. Bench players doing a pretty good job the last couple of games for Los Alamos.
So Pojoaque will inbound it to start the third quarter, and they will bring it in out on top, and it will come to Monica Henrietta. So Monica on the dribble gets a screen and told away by Abby Martinez. She's going to take it down, puts it up. His shot is blocked. She hits the floor. Now she'll hit the free throw line. Great steal by Abby Martinez that time, and as she went down the floor, she was fouled by Lauren Salazar, and that is going to be Lauren's second personal. That is the first team foul of this half, and at the free throw line will be Abby Martinez. So Abby in the ball game right now has 2 points, and puts the first one in. So she's going to shoot one more, and that gives her 3 points in the ball game. And so Abby ready for the shot. The Hilltoppers in the first quarter had 8 field goals, and 3 of those were 3-pointers, and they were actually 4 for 6 from the free throw line. So this next shot is up, and that is also off. Did she make that?
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
So, quick 30-second timeout here by the Elcats. Only 13 seconds expired in this half. I'm not quite sure what they wanted to talk about here, but 25-16. Although John Salazar may be reminding his team they're down by 9 points. They really can't afford to drop any further down. Not the way they're shooting tonight. But a couple of nice free throws, a nice steal, and a couple of free throws there for Abby. And I was going to say, I don't think there's any Hilltopper basketball player, boy or girl, who's spent more time sprawled out on the floor this year than Abby Martinez.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable. Down the floor comes Amaya Gonzalez. They get it in the corner. And putting the ball on the floor, Marissa Martinez can't go anywhere. Good defense by Abby Martinez that time. And now Carly Holland does a good job of cutting off Kaylee Martinez, who tries to take it in. Hilltoppers get the rebound. Long pass down the floor. Goes to Gigi Romero. And Gigi lays it in for 2. That's her 8th point. And it's a 27-16 ball game. Hilltoppers up by 11. Hilltoppers in a 1-2-2 zone press right now. Ball knocked out of bounds as they cross the timeline by Sofia Trujillo.
Number 22,
So they'll inbound it. And they bring it inside now to Monica Arrieta. Arrieta at the top of the key. Now dribbles into the lane, puts a shot up too hard off the glass. Rebound down to Sofia Trujillo. She's in a trap, gets out of it. Over to Carly Holland. Holland will bring it across the timeline for Los Alamos. And right now, Romero hollering instructions to all of them. So they bring it to Sophia. Sophia starts to go with a 3. And once again, as Mike pointed out, she tucked the ball. Abby tucked the ball into and just tucked that ball into her gut. And then she just took off forward and took a step. They grabbed the ball. She took another step, and they finally,
wow,
they finally ripped the ball out of her hand. But I don't know how many steps she took. But the traveling violation was unbelievable.
But I'm dead serious. She looks like Walter Payton out there. She's got the ball tucked way in. She's got it covered up. Nobody's going to make her fumble.
No.
You know, that's the second time she's done that, and she gets a good running start when she does that, too.
Yes, it really does. So at the free throw line that time was Monica Arrieta, and Monica puts in the 1 of 2. So the Hilltoppers trying to get it underneath, knocked out of bounds by Pojoaque. It'll be inbounded by Los Alamos under their own basket, baseline left. They'll get it to right now to Abby Martinez. Abby brings it in Gigi Romero. Romero in the lane. Easy shot for Romero. Like about a little 6-foot jump shot. And that's just, that's money in the bank for Gigi Romero. 29-17, 12-point lead now for Los Alamos. And directing traffic is Monique Arrieta. She brings it over to Marissa Martinez. Martinez dribbles into the free throw circle, comes back out, standing at the top of the key. We'll bring it to Amaya Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking inside. They want to get it, and inside they try to dish it off inside, and great block by Tara McDonald. Hilltoppers on a fast break up the floor, and they get it up to Sophia Trujillo coming in from the left side. Puts a shot up off the glass, rolls around the rim, finally just drops off. So it's now and out of bounds off of the Hilltoppers. 29-17, 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Just walking it up the floor in no hurry whatsoever, Monica Arrieta. And the Hilltoppers waiting back, pass underneath. And the pass might come to Maricela Boy. And Mike, I don't understand is why they're not using Maricela more. She's showing that she's got the moves, she's got the power, and she wants to go to the hole. She goes to the hole. And the ball is stolen away right now by Monica Arrieta. Arrieta decides she's going to take it to the basket, and so we're going to have a blocking foul. And as Mariana got it over to Lauren Salazar, and then Salazar cut to the basket, and so Abby Martinez is going to pick up her first personal, and that is the first team foul in Los Alamos. And at the free throw line with Lauren Salazar. Lauren had a three-pointer to start things off here in the first quarter, and right now she's 2 for 4 from the free throw line, make it 2 for 5 from the free throw line, and she'll shoot one more. And this one also off. Rebounded Gigi Romero. Flips it out quickly to Carly Holland. Quickly up the floor to Abby Martinez. Now back to our Abby. Abby from the right wing puts up the three-point shot. It's partially blocked. And so it goes out of bounds. So it turns out to be an air ball after the partial block. Hilltoppers inbound it under their own basket. They get it to Abby Martinez. She brings it in now to Gigi Romero. Romero tries to bounce it underneath to Carly Holland. The ball is knocked away. Comes right back to Gigi. She gets it on top to Carly. Carly Holland over now to Abby Martinez, out to Sophia Trujillo. So the Hilltoppers just working around the three-point line right now. Carly Holland finally just dribbles away from their wing. So the Hilltoppers making no penetrations. They finally get it. And now Gigi Romero. And so Abby Martinez is going to take it in, put it up. Rebound comes down to Tara McDonald. She misses, gets her own rebound, and puts it back in. That's 3 points now for Tara. Makes it 31-19, 12-point lead for Los Alamos. And, well, tell me about that one, Mike. I don't understand the Hilltopper defense at all.
Wow.
Down.
So yeah, coming down the floor with the ball was Marissa Martinez. Yeah, I mean she was in isolation at the timeline. I mean there was nothing around. The toppers were mostly on the right side of the court. Marissa goes straight down the left side, one-on-one, unencumbered until she's about a foot away from the basket, and then gets a touch foul and puts in the shot.
Yeah, it was,
And nobody even thought about coming in to rotate and try to cut her off.
yeah, I mean, she just kind of, just kind of took her sweet time and just took it to the hole. 5'3" junior, but one of the smallest girls out there. Carly Holland puts it in for the Hilltoppers, and then they get it up the floor to Kaylee Salazar, and Kaylee drops it in for 2. She now has 8 points in the ball game. 10-point ball game, 33-23. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. They picked the pocket of Carly Holland, and that's Lauren Salazar, and they're gonna call Carly for the push.
And that was a frustration foul by Carly. Boy, that was a clean pocket picking. And Toppers very lucky the Hellcats didn't get a running start on it. They would have been clean to the basket.
So it's a common foul. They inbounded under their own basket. They bring it now to Marissa Martinez. Martinez trying to cut in the lane, cut off by Abby Martinez. Gets to Kaylee Salazar, trying to get around Gigi Romero. And so now here she goes. Marissa Bowie puts it up. The shot is off. The rebound is going to come down to Pojoaque. Their shot is off. Hilltoppers with the rebound. Caitlin Salazar gets away with a double dribble. And then they get it up now to Sofia Trujillo. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. They bounce it over to Caitlin Salazar. Now to Gigi Romero. Gigi. And a little pick and roll. It works out perfectly. She sets the screen for Gigi and then just takes off. And a nice pass from Gigi into Michelle Macias. And Macias puts it in for her first 2 points of the ball game. Makes it 35-23, now a 12-point ball game. Comes to Kaylee Salazar. Salazar underneath. And trying to go the hole. Lauren Salazar loses the handle, tries to get it back, gets it back up the floor. It's picked off by Abby Martinez, and she just gets it up the floor to Gigi Romero. And Gigi, another easy basket for Easy. She now has 12 points in the ball game, 6 in this quarter. 14-point lead for Los Alamos, 37-23. Comes to Lauren Salazar. Salazar down in the corner to Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee, I don't know who. Well, Kaylee's they're gonna draw the foul. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't either.
Little touchy there. That one going to go to Abby Martinez. That's her second. And you're going to call that one on the floor. That is the 5th team foul on Los Alamos. Just one called on the Hellcats. Quick inbound pass and a 3-pointer put up by the Hellcats. That's off. Macias with the rebound, and she's going to get tangled up with one of the Hellcats. I think it's Kaylee Salazar on the floor. And
they're going to call this on Marissa.
What?
Oh, my.
Oh, okay.
Okay, same
all right,
number.
Yeah, Maya Gonzalez going to get the foul. That was Michelle Macias, number 11, ripped the rebound down, and they whistled a foul and indicated number 11. It's like, what did Michelle do?
Yeah, really. Tara McDonald, Gigi Romero, 3-point shot. Hits the back of the iron. Long rebound. Comes out to Pojoaque. Coming down here comes Kaylee Salazar. Salazar starts to go down, cut off nicely by Gigi Romero. And then she gets it up. And gets the ball up to Kaylee Martinez, who tries to come in the lane, goes up with a left-handed shot. Tara McDonald bangs the ball down. And so it'll be out of bounds off of the Hilltoppers. They'll inbound it the Pojoaque will inbound it under their own basket. They bring it out to Kaylee Salazar. Salazar skip pass across over to the right wing. They bring it to the top of the key. On the dribble is Kiana Bruton. Kiana, Abby Martinez working hard. She loses. She just simply loses the handle and goes right to Caitlin Salazar. So they hand it over to Sophia and let her bring it across with 40 seconds to go. And Tara McDonald trying to get it underneath the basket. And so I'm not sure what they're going to call here, but Sophia Trujillo got banged. The personal foul is going to end up going to Kiana Brunton.
I'm sorry, the third team foul.
So that's Kiana's first personal. That is the third team foul. And Michelle Macias is going to shoot, but she wasn't the one that ended up on the floor.
No, I was surprised that she went to the foul line. I didn't see her involved in that play whatsoever.
Yeah.
But in any event, she's at the free throw line, hits the first.
Yeah, gives her 3 points.
Michelle, pretty nice game for herself so far, and hits the second. Couple of big rebounds. Nice drop-in layup a little while ago. She's having a nice game.
Yeah, 39-23. Now a 16-point lead for Los Alamos. And it's just getting away with a double dribble is this time is Kaylee Martinez. And now the ball stolen away by Michelle Macias. Long pass down the floor comes to Abby Martinez. She goes in, puts it up too hard off the glass, but she's going to be fouled by Kaylee Martinez. And she'll go to the free throw line. And so that is going to be. So Kaylee's, that's her third personal. That's the fourth team foul. But Abby at the free throw line for Los Alamos has not been to the free throw line in this ball game. And she's going to shoot 2, misses the first. And so she'll shoot 1 more. The Hilltoppers in the first half, Mike, were 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Pojoaque was 5 for 10 from the charity stripe. And so right now it's Abby Martinez trying to pick up the second of 2, and she does. That gives her 7 points in the ballgame. She has 2 3-pointers, 1 in each of the first quarter and the second quarter. Kaylee Martinez is right down the middle, but puts a shot up after the buzzer. So that makes it 40-23. Hilltoppers come up with 17 points in that quarter and hold the Pojoaque to 7. So the Hilltoppers right now are totally in command of this ball game, of course. And I remind everybody that on Monday night, the Hilltopper boys will play Moriarty here at Griffith Gymnasium, and that will be, you say, Mike, 6 o'clock?
Yes, it'll be a 6 p.m. start time. So, and that's going to start at 6. There's no junior varsity game before that, so that will start at 6 p.m. So keep that in mind. If you want to come watch it out, be here at 6 for the Toppers and the Moriarty Pintos. And, we've seen the Topper boys play some really good, solid basketball this year. Won a couple of games that I think we were a little surprised that they won. But boy, it ended up in that first round district tournament game. That is really, really disappointing.
Yes, it really is. And like Mike says, they were riding so high after they beat Espanola the other day. So the Hilltoppers inbounded to start the fourth quarter. Sophia Trujillo quickly dribbles down into the left wing, hands it over to Caitlin Salazar, back to Sophia. Now they're finally going to get out of that corner, and Sophia's going to dribble to the top of the key. Gets it over now to Tara McDonald, out on Caitlin Salazar. Salazar starts to go to the hole, cut off, brings it down to Tara McDonald. Now Abby Martinez trying to go right down the middle of the lane, and looked like a pretty good defensive play for Pojoaque. From me, nothing but ball, but they're going to call a foul anyway on Kiana Brunton. So Kiana Brunton picks up her second. That's the 5th team foul. So the Hilltoppers will inbound it to Michelle Macias. Wow. Macias cutting across the lane from the left side to the right side and gets the right side to the left side, gets the pass, and then nice little turnaround jump shot by Michelle. That's pretty. Makes it now 42-23. Kaylee Salazar puts it up. Tara McDonald with the rebound on the missed shot. So everybody goes down the floor except for Kaylee Salazar, and she starts to harass Sophia Trujillo. Picks up the dribble over now to Abby Martinez. 3-point shot by Abby is off. Rebound comes down to Kiana Brunton. Brunton will pass it over now to Kaylee Martinez. Down in the corner, they get it to Kaylee Salazar. And then Kaylee Martinez starts to go. Rebound comes down to Tara McDonald. Long pass down the floor to a wide open Sophia Trujillo. She puts it in for two. So as soon as Tara got the rebound, we had two toppers take off. And one of them was Sophia, and all she did was lay it in. I think the other coming down the other side was Abby Martinez, but it was an easy pass down to Sophia. She was way ahead of everybody. So she just lays it in to make it 44-23.
So, wow, the nice turnaround here for the Toppers after a pretty rough first half. Kind of put little things together a little bit in that third quarter, ended up with 17 points. And a couple of quick buckets here to start the fourth quarter. Toppers in command of this game. And, if they can hang on, they will go to 8-0 in district. And I'm trying to remember if any time in recent history that we've been 8-0 in district basketball.
In a long time.
It has been a while. And boy, this is, historically with the 5 teams in this girls basketball district, these have been 5 very successful teams. And, but the Toppers, like I said, they're poised to win this ball game, go 8-0. They're the cream of the crop of 5 really, really good programs.
Yes. And so, so a shot taken by Pojoaque and comes down. Tara McDonald, ball just hit the bottom of the rim, came straight down. Tara McDonald grabbed it. She was immediately tied up. The alternating possession goes to Pojoaque. We have another held ball. Now it's going to go to Los Alamos. So 6 minutes to go.
And wheel just kind of falling off for the Hellcats right now. Just nothing going their way.
No, they haven't scored this quarter. 2 minutes gone, they haven't scored. Gigi Romero is going to bounce it out on top. They get it to Sophia Trujillo. He's in the half-court circle, leaves it, and gets it, comes to Tara McDonald, and now Sophia is going to be called for a travel. Tried to stop and spin around and drug the pivot foot. Can't do that. 5:44 to go, fourth quarter. 44-23, 21-point lead for Los Alamos. And trying to get it to Kiana Brunson over on the left wing. They overthrow her. So the Hilltoppers will inbound it. And so some token pressure now being put on by Pojoaque. They get it inside now to Abby Martinez. Martinez underneath, trying to get it underneath to Tara McDonald, who was open, but she overthrows Tara.
All right, so we are crawling toward the finish here in this fourth quarter.
Are they ever.
I don't think we've gone more than 10 seconds without a whistle so far.
So Kaylee Salazar goes into the lane, puts the shot up, and a little Gigi Romero gets a nice little shove from behind by Kiana Brunton, but Gigi still takes it into the hole and lays it in for 2, and so she now has 14 points in the ball game. It makes it 46-23. A little confusion by Pojoaque right now. Danielle Romero, We're trying to figure out who wants the ball. Nobody seems to want the ball. And the ball finally, loose ball comes out, and so Gigi Romero dives to the floor and then slaps it up the floor, and it goes out of bounds. So the Pojoaque will inbound it near midcourt. Checking in for the Hilltoppers, Mackenzie at Chave, and she'll replace Abby Martinez. So in the ball game right now, we have Gigi Romero and Mackenzie, Sophia Trujillo, Catherine Trujillo, and Carly Holland. So we're going to stop play here momentarily. And I'm not sure what's going on, but somebody's not right.
And we're checking out Kiana Bronton. I wonder if she doesn't have.
I don't know. They're acting like Mackenzie Chavez hasn't got her shirt tucked in enough. I don't know what she's talking.
Brother,
what are they talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. They made her check out and put her shirt right.
She doesn't look any different than any other girl out there.
I don't see. There's plenty of girls without their shirts tucked in. I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but
anyway,
I don't know. It's a little wrinkled too. I think they ought to send her back to the bench. I don't like that.
So she gets the technical foul called for by the fashion police, and so Mackenzie now back in the ball game, all tucked up very nicely. And Kaylee Salazar drives to the basket and lays it in, but I must say, Mackenzie looking pretty sharp out there right now with that tucked in jersey. 3-point shot on the way by Gigi Romero. That's off. Rebound down to Kaylee Salazar. Kaylee, don't stop Kaylee. Oh, I thought she was going to go down. Now she is going to go. Puts the shot up. Rebound. It's going to come knocked out of bounds by, let's see, who is it? Gigi and Romero going for it. At the same time was Danielle Romero. They're going to finally say it was off of Danielle. Full court press by Pojoaque. 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Gigi bounces it over to Catherine Trujillo. 3-point shot. Hits the top of the backboard. Rebound comes down to Kiana Brunton. Brunton up the floor. We had a traveling violation, which they finally do call on Maliana Boy. And I still can't figure out why they don't use Maricela Boy more. She's really been impressive when she has been in there. Carly Holland is going to take it down to the baseline, puts the shot up, misses, gets her own rebound. That one's also off. Rebound comes down to Pojoaque. Pojoaque trying to come up the floor. Stolen away by Gigi Romero. And so after Gigi steals it, and as usual, you steal it from somebody, they want it back. And so she steals it away. And so she stole it away from Danielle Romero, and then Danielle wanted this back. And so she picks up the reach-in foul. And so let's see, we have Olivia Martinez now checking in for Los Alamos. She'll join Gigi Romero, Mackenzie Chavez, Catherine Trujillo, and now Caitlin Bellardi will come in for Gigi Romero.
I'm actually, not that I don't like watching Gigi, but I'm glad she's going to the bench. This came well in hand. Let's not risk something silly happening to her in the last 3 minutes.
No, so right now it's for the Hilltoppers, no starters in the ball game at this point. So, Sophia Trujillo is still in the ball game. She's the one starter. And
7th team foul. Catherine Trujillo to the line with 2.
So Catherine Trujillo at the line now. 2:57 remaining in the contest, and her first shot goes all the way around the rim and falls off. So Trujillo, 5'8" senior. This is her final regular season game. Toppers, of course, will host the district tournament championship game this coming weekend. Wow, nice shove there. Olivia got in the back.
So the Hilltoppers with the rebound, and so Olivia Martinez puts the shot up. I don't know if anybody knew who anybody was throwing the ball to. They would just grab it and just throw it into the middle of the pack. And somehow, who was it? That's Sophia?
Yes,
ended up with the ball. Now the ball knocked away. Olivia Martinez picks up the loose balls, having all kinds of trouble with it. And she's finally fouled, but Olivia, boy, I mean, she's doing everything she could. Marissa Martinez picks up the personal. That's her second. That's the eighth team foul. So 1-1 for Olivia Martinez. 5'5" freshman, plays a lot on the junior varsity. In fact, I think she could probably only play one quarter in this ball game. You're allowed to play 5 quarters a night. And so she puts his first shot up on a 1-1. That's off. And rebound is going to come down. Here comes Maricela Bowie. And Bowie takes it to the hole. The rebound comes down to Olivia Martinez. Whoa, this game is getting away from everybody. Tara McDonald, 3-point shot. Whoa.
Brother.
When's the last time you saw Tara McDonald shoot a 3?
It's been a while. Oh, my goodness. We're all over the place here. Drive to the basket there and picking up the fouls. Marissa Martinez for the
Holy
we are officially in jungle ball mode right now with 2 minutes remaining in this contest. And Martinez will get these fouls to go to the free throw line. Tara McDonald picking up the foul. That is her second. Oh my goodness, we got centers shooting 3-pointers. We got people dribbling that don't look like they do a lot of dribbling. a lot going on.
Saturday morning pickup. Anyway, next second shot is off. Comes down now to Lauren Salazar. Salazar's shot is going to be missed shot is going to be knocked out of bounds by Marissa Martinez. 22-point lead for Los Alamos. Minute 45. Oh, a full court press by Pojoaque. Comes up to Catherine Trujillo. They're going to get it now up to Caitlin Velarde. Michelle Macias has checked in for Los Alamos. She gets it to Catherine Trujillo. Her turnaround push shot from about 8 feet out in the middle of the lane is off. Rebound is going to come down, coming and pulling up in the lane. Putting up a little jump shot that time was Marissa Martinez. Hits the front of the rim. He'll top it with a rebound. Michelle Macias. Shoot the three, Michelle. All right. Oh! And she did it. All right. So Michelle Macias comes down and looked like she's going to do it, and then she did it. Boy, and she cans the 3. So right now, like Mike says, we've got our big girls out there shooting the 3s, and it's
3s for everybody. My goodness, 45 seconds remaining. And here's a Chave with a 3. That one's going to be off.
Mackenzie Chave decided to join the 3-ball crowd.
Yeah, and good for her. Mackenzie's had she's just been battling injury after injury after injury. Good to see her get involved in the contest.
Yeah, she's one heck of a soccer player, I tell you. Mackenzie. Yeah, the senior, but she had a great soccer season. 51-26 right now. And at the free throw line is Araya Vigil. And this is her first. She just checked into the ball game. So she gets in the scoreboard, in the scorebook. She hits the first free throw. 34 seconds to go. 51-27. 24-point lead for Los Alamos. So Araya, that's the second shot, bounces around forever. Rebound comes down to Mackenzie. Ashavi will get it over to Caitlin Velarde. Velarde in the backcourt, being harassed by Marissa Martinez, brings it across the timeline. In the corner, whoa, I thought Olivia Hammond was going to go ahead and shoot the 3. Gets it into Catherine Trujillo. Mackenzie takes the shot.
Oh my goodness, she was open.
Wide open 3-point shot. Take it, Mackenzie.
Topper, that look like they're going to dribble this out.
Oh, my golly.
Shoot it from there.
All right.
There we go.
All right. So she baseballs it at the basket.
All right. So that'll do it. Toppers win this one 51-27 over the Pojoaque Valley Hellcats. Interesting ball game to say the absolute least, Gene, but the Toppers pull it off. They win this contest going away and are 8-0, finish the season 8-0 in district. That is a rare feat in this district. So Toppers are, of course, already the district champs, but finished the district season undefeated. So congratulations to Los Alamos. Los Alamos will have a week off now. We'll see them next weekend in the district tournament championship game. For the Hellcats, they fall to 9-17 on the season, 2-6, and boy, they might be playing on Monday actually.
Okay, Kaylee Salazar, Michelle Macias, and Tara McDonald all jumping up and down wanting a photo. So they gathered out there now, and they're gonna get a group photo of those three girls. Kaylee just cracks me up. She's got an unbelievable personality. So
Kaylee's a heck of an athlete, and she has got a motor on her, and she's a lot of fun to watch. And obviously, her and Tara go way back. Kaylee was also a volleyball player, and she's greeted by Michelle Macias, very, very good topper volleyball player as well. So this is probably my favorite rivalry of anyone, Los Alamos versus Pojoaque. It's a good competitive rivalry. The two teams have a healthy dislike of one another, but they very much respect one another. This has been a good, clean rivalry. I like to watch it. It's a lot of fun. It's always very competitive. Hellcats just did not have it tonight, but generally speaking, these are always competitive ball games. So Los Alamos versus Pojoaque, and especially in volleyball and girls basketball, that is really where these two teams just like to butt heads. So always good to see. And Toppers getting their district tournament or district championship T-shirts.
Oh, awesome! And the thing, Mike, you got to remember now is the Hilltoppers end up 18-7, and they lost their first 4 ball games, and then they have gone on since then. Out of the next 21 ball games to win 18 of the next 21. So they only dropped 3 of 21 after dropping 4 in a row. So they pulled it together. And I'll say this about the Topper girls. I never know what to expect out of them because tonight's game was just kind of what we expected. I mean, two teams that really didn't have much to lose and everything, just kind of a good, fun rivalry game. And that's exactly the way this game ended up, especially that fourth quarter was hilarious. And then finally so the Hilltopper girls are going to, they get into the final, into the district final, but the girls, I mean, we saw them against Moriarty. My God, against Moriarty, I mean, they could have beaten anybody in the nation, I think, that night. And I mean, they were so on track. And then we go and we saw them against Espanola. For a while, I didn't think we were going to win that ball game. We pulled it out, and then we didn't go to Taos. And they should have wiped out. They should have just run away with Taos, but they did not. They barely won that one. So sometimes they come to play, and sometimes they don't. But they always seem to pull out the victory. So
yeah, they really did. And hey, yeah, I'm with you. Last couple of games have been a little wonky for Los Alamos, and this game didn't get off to that great of a start either for the Hilltoppers. A lot of turnovers, a lot of just silly errors, but they were able to turn it around the second half and really pour it on and pull away big time from the Hellcats, who just they got next to nothing going in that second half. So the Toppers won this game going away. But again, I was with you. After seeing the Taos score, and I thought that Espanola game was a little alarming because, frankly, had the Sun Devils shot better, they would have won that game.
Yes, they did.
And they had plenty of wide open shots that they blew. Otherwise they win that contest. But in any event, Los Alamos able to run the table here in district. Good to see. And the other kind of wrinkle in this ball game that we didn't really talk about. This is the final game of the regular season. The Toppers are in the state tournament, but they have to keep an eye out a little bit for that seeding and selection committee.
Yes.
And you don't want to go in having lost a game that you shouldn't have lost. You tend to get a finger wag from the seeding and selection committee over things like that. The Toppers kind of had to do it the hard, rocky way, but they did it, and they should. Now we got to look at the seeding and selection committee. My way too early prediction: the Toppers are going to get a 6 seed.
Yeah, that's about right. That's pretty close, and so. And of course, a big factor will be next week and next Saturday when the Hilltopper girls will take on whoever survives the tournament, and it'll be interesting to see who that's going to be because it could be any one of the 4, I guarantee you. So we'll have to see. But the next thing up for us is Monday night, Mike, when the Moriarty Fighting Pintos come to Los Alamos once again. And to take on the Hilltoppers, and gave us a heck of a game the last time, and they already upset Espanola, so they're playing pretty well right now. So that should be a heck of a ball game, and as Mike pointed out, it's a 6 o'clock game, and that's firm. This game will start at 6, and so don't have to wonder like what's going on when the JV game's over and stuff. So it'll be 6 o'clock on Monday night, and Mike and I will be here for that ball game.
Yeah, and that'll be an interesting ball game. Toppers are not going in there with a heck of a lot of momentum, and the Pintos are playing about as well as they played all season right now. So Toppers cannot take that game lightly. But in any event, task at hand here. Toppers win tonight, 51-27. Gigi Romero ends up with 14 for Los Alamos, 10 points for Sofia Trujillo, and then 9 points for Michelle Macias coming off the bench. Nice game for Michelle.
Nice 3-pointer.
Yeah, heck of a 3-pointer. And
I couldn't believe she took that shot.
I can't honestly remember Michelle ever taking another 3-pointer.
I think that's a one and only, I think.
That very well could be. So
batting 1,000 from
that's right. So she should just hang it up right at you. I'm never taking another 3-pointer again. I'm going out undefeated and untied.
That's it.
So Toppers pull it away in the second half for the Elcats. Gutsy effort tonight by Kaylee Salazar. She ended up with 10 points, and a lot of fun to watch. 6 points for Maricela Bowie, and I was with you, Gene. It's like Maricela is kind of a brute down there in the low post, and they just really didn't look at her that much. I don't understand that.
I don't either. Not at all. You're talking about the Michelle Macias with her, undefeated and untied. When my son, my oldest son Larry, was playing for back for Cibola. Or not Cibola, Cumbres. I mean, for Cumbres, and they handed out little prizes at the end of the game. And one of Larry's friends who was on the team, he got the award for the best free throw shooter. He shot 1,000% for the season. He was 1 for 1.
So, you can't beat that. 1,000, batting 1,000. You cannot beat that.
No, you can't. So. All right, Mike. Well, that's going to do it for us. So that'll do it. As the Hilltoppers come away in this ball game, winning this ball game 51-27. They scored seven. They scored. Let's see. They scored 11 points in the fourth quarter. Held the Pojoaque Elkets to 4 in the fourth quarter. So a nice win for the Hilltoppers tonight, but a crazy game. And but it was fun. And so we'll be back on Monday night, bring you the District 2 4A district tournament, and that will start here at Monday night against the Hilltopper boys. Will go up against Moriarty. 6 o'clock. Don't forget, 6 o'clock start time. So have a great weekend, everybody, and you can make it an even better weekend. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug that penguin, but actually hug your sweetheart. It's still Valentine's week. But most importantly, please be excellent to each other. And night, sweetie pie. I love you so very much. And my God, I miss you. Bye-bye, everybody.